The Thanksgiving feast may be over, but how about some high school football leftovers? It's Region Championship Week in Hampton Roads. A showdown in Norfolk, Warwick and Maury for the Class 5 Region B crown. The Raiders looking to play spoiler to the Commodores' perfect season. And in Region A, Indian River won 6 straight to earn a shot at unbeaten Green Run. The Braves and Stallions were matched up tonight at the beach. And in Class 2, Poquoson looking to continue its season and roll into the state semifinal. And there's also an entree of games on Saturday to preview. Only the best are left standing at this point. It's the season finale of Friday Night Flights, and it starts right now.
It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by Casey Auto Group, Hercules Fence, Tidewater Community College, and Bayport Credit Union.
All right, you know what it is, the season finale of Friday Night Flights. Welcome in. We're going to kick things off in the 5A Region Championship. What a game. You have one team trying for a three-peat against the hot team looking to play the spoiler role, James.
I got goosebumps, Craig, just thinking about it. We're talking two-time region champions Green Run against Indian River. The Stallions undefeated but tested the last 2 weeks against a Braves team that is riding a 6-game winning streak. Out to the home of the Stallions we go, a packed crowd on hand. 7-7 when we got there. Green Run marching down the field. Kason Farrar, a very off day, looking for Keelan Adams. Intercepted by Davion Turns. Indian River had a couple of massive turnovers against the Stallions on the day, and that would result in some really serious offensive drives, including this one in the fourth quarter. Tyler Allison marched down the field, finds Malachi Hinton. Big gainer, and it sets this kick up with 12 seconds left for Noah Martinez. And just look at the emotion on he and his teammates, hands up in the air.
They're going nuts.
They're going nuts for Indian River. How about this? It was Noah's 16th birthday today. And here we go. Time expires on the clock. Indian River gets the upset 10-7. They are region champions. The trophy celebration with Coach Brandon Carr and the whole squad, just the energy. Let's hear from Coach and the birthday boy.
We've been battle tested. We come out of the Southeastern District and we've been in some battles with some games, and it prepared us for tonight.
They got the ball down, got it for me to kick it. They got me where I needed to be. That's just my job. That's my job. That's what I got to do every day.
Amazing. Now we move on to that big matchup for the 5B Region Championship between Warwick and Maury.
The undefeated Commodores trying for their 6th consecutive region title. The Raiders coming in with an 11-1 record. To a jam-packed Powhatan field we go. I was at this one. First quarter, we pick it up. Their do-it-all quarterback, Atori Newkirk. Coach Doree McCain, complimentary of the time, the offensive line they gave Newkirk today to LeBron Bond. What a grab. They scored 37 seconds in to open the game 7-0. Warwick would respond. Working in the red zone, Eduardo Rios Jr., Dakota Broadus in the back of the end zone. They wouldn't miss the PAT, though, 7-6. You'd think it was a competitive game at that point, but we know Maury can get going in a hurry. Still first quarter. Newkirk fake the toss, pull it down, keep it himself. Wow. He scampers in for the touchdown, made it 14-6. And now, second quarter, he just did it in the air, on the ground. How about another one in the air? Rolls right, throws right, corner of the end zone to Bond, 21-6. Later, Newkirk in the air again. Look at this ball, James. Tight spiral, perfect spiral to Matt Williams, his 4th touchdown of the game at that point. And then Melvin Lowe with a long run to set up a touchdown. Shout out to his mom, Tiffany. She said hello before the game, along with Fred Johnson's mom, Yvonne. Fans of the show, they told me appreciate that. Maury dominates tonight, 48-20, make it 6 straight region championships.
It just talks about the guys who have paved the way. There was a bunch of guys who were on the sideline with the jackets, the older players, and then the new players that kind of set that. So I'm proud of everybody else.
Big time. So here it is. The Class 5 state semifinal is set. It's going to be upset-minded Indian River against Maury. That game next Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock at Powhatan Field. The winner moves on to the state championship.
Moving on to 2A, Poquoson out of the Bay Rivers District trying for another region championship.
The Islanders have won 2 of the last 3 Region 2A titles. Tonight, going for another one against Amelia County from outside of Richmond. Here they come. Good atmosphere up there at Poquoson Middle. First quarter, Islanders quarterback Eli Tyndall drops back and they throw it to tight end Ryan Burke. Leaps over the defender. Check out the hurdle. And Mr. Burke all the way in for the score. Poquoson up 7-0. And then about 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Amelia County special teams blunder. That is a safety. Bull Islanders take the lead 9-0 still in the first. Islanders continue to make things happen. Baker Green, he has the speed to go all the way for the score. He had that crazy Moss catch a couple weeks ago. Then he gets it done in the air. They're up 16-0. Poquoson tries again with their ground game. Cody Little, not so little. How about a big-time touchdown? And Poquoson wins the 2A region title 57-18. They will play River Heads on the road in the state semis. Now, we're going to go to North Carolina. How about this? We have one team in our viewing area still in the hunt for a state title. That is undefeated Northeastern out of Elizabeth City.
We featured Northeastern on several times this year. The Eagles, who have averaged 52 points a game, bringing in a perfect 13-0 record into its state quarterfinal matchup against Whiteville. Northeastern in the dark uniforms led 10-0. Whiteville coming back. Luke Odom going to keep it himself. Breaks away for the 30-yard touchdown. Northeastern's lead now 10-7 as we jump ahead to the fourth quarter. 3 minutes left in regulation and a huge 4th down and inches for Whiteville.
Here we go.
Here we go. They're going to hand it off to Jamal Falk, and the big fella pushes the pile. The Wolfpack now down to the Eagles' 1-yard line. And again, who they're going to give it to? They're going to give it to Falk. He's in for the go-ahead touchdown. Whiteville up 14-10 with 3 minutes left to play. Eagles with a chance to answer. They call him the Jet for a reason. It's Tysell Spencer who breaks off for the huge run for Northeastern down to the 5-yard line. And again, here he comes. Spencer follows his block into the end zone. Northeastern takes the lead 17-14. The Wolfpack with one last chance, but it's intercepted by Tyquan Harney. Seals it for the Eagles. Northeastern moves on to the North Carolina 2A state finals after defeating Whiteville 17-14.
Big win. Congrats to them. Still to come, 2 more region champions will be crowned tomorrow. We're going to look ahead to those matchups. Plus, we had so many unbelievable plays this year. We're going to break it down our hardest to 5 when we come back. All right, welcome back to Friday Night Flights. 2 more region champs will be crowned tomorrow.
Both of those games taking place on the peninsula. Brian Parsons takes a look at those matchups.
Saturday region championship play begins at 12 noon at Darling Stadium in Hampton. The 4A region title tilt between a pair of undefeated teams, War Hill and Phoebus. The Phantoms have won more than 30 games in a row and have won the last 2 Class 3 state titles. Now, the Phantoms, which surrender an average of less than 2 points per game, back in the hunt for another championship.
We're going to match up with anybody, man. You know, we get excited about every challenge. It's fun when you hear about 2 undefeated teams playing in a regional championship game. Looking forward to the matchup come Saturday.
Standing in the Phantoms' way, the War Hill Lions. Their high-powered offense, led by quarterback Liam Francis, are averaging 46 points a game. A tough test for War Hill as it tries to bring the region championship to Williamsburg.
Regardless of the streak or not, they're a tough football team, well coached, and we don't want to stop playing, so that's the way we have to play. If you want to continue to play smart, fast, physical, and you'll be fine.
War Hill against Phoebus, 12 o'clock at Darling Stadium for the 4A region crown. In the 3A region title game, Heritage from Newport News against Lafayette from Williamsburg. And what a story the Hurricanes are. They started the season 1-5, but have now won 6 in a row.
I really knew we could go far. Once everybody put the effort in and everybody act like a brotherhood, a family, which we are, is a brotherhood and a family, we did great. And you see, we're on a 6-game winning streak.
Lafayette, meanwhile, no stranger to region championship games. Like Heritage, Lafayette coming in hot. The Rams have won 6 games in a row as well.
I just want to see them play their best ability. I don't want them to leave anything on the field. Like I said, seize the moment, leave nothing, they're all cliches. Don't leave anything on the field, but it's true. Don't walk away from that game thinking I could have done something else.
Heritage against Lafayette, the 3A region championship, Saturday at 1 at Weiner Stadium. Brian Parsons for Friday Night Flights.
Brian, thank you. All right, this year has been loaded with so many insane moments and plays, so hard to choose the best ones, but here is our top 5. And a quick honorable mention, though, for the mic drop moment of the year, Trent Reynolds with the game-winning field goal over Smithfield earlier this season, and then leaves us with arguably the coldest soundbite, not just for Norview, but of the year.
I just did what I had to do. Just visualize what I had to do, put it up through the uprights. Nothing more to say. I just had to do my job right.
We talked about that sound all year in the office. At 5, here we go. Keelan Adams, what a year, what a high school career it has been for this senior. The catch that broke the all-time VHSL receiving yards record, now over 4,000 for his career. Remember, a few weeks before this, he also broke the all-time touchdowns record, too. Congrats to Brody.
Absolutely. A stud on the field. Great season for him. Great career for him. At 4, Craig, you love this play. Pocosin, Lafayette. Baker Green, more like Baker Moss.
Get up there.
Go up and grab it into the end zone. He goes, we got to look at a replay of this. Look at this zoomed in, and look at how he just goes up for that grab. That is absolutely beautiful. Pocosin still rolling this year.
Here we go at 3. War Hill's Jaden McAdoo gets tackled here, or does he get tackled? He doesn't.
Man.
He doesn't get tackled. His knee doesn't hit the ground. He pops back up 60 yards against York. Huge rivalry game there. And how about that? Love that play.
Look at the replay.
Cortez Grayson, our Wavy 10 photographer, shot that play. He came back and was like, check this play out. We got it. We got it. And we've loved that play all year. Congrats. You deserve that spot, young man. Big time run right there.
At 2, Kempsville Cox. What an ending this was. Deacon Rawls blocks what would have been the game-winning kick for the Falcons. Darrell Veal Jr. picks it up with triple zeros on the clock. Brings it back 73 yards. This was in the playoffs for the scoop and score, Craig. I was at this game. Wild finish, phenomenal, and you see just everybody getting hyped up on the sideline. Phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, big time. And at number 1, Oscar Smith at Indian River. This was October 6th. What an Indian. The game was tied at 21. Lonnie Andrews, their freshman quarterback. We got 3 more years of this kid. To Travis Johnson.
Man.
How about a walk-off Hail Mary to end the game as time expired? What a catch. Travis Johnson, very entertaining this year as well. What a catch right there. That's number 1. Our top 10 will be posted later on to wavy.com. When we come back, ever wonder how Friday Night Flights comes together every week? A peek behind the curtain is coming up.
We make it a point to bring you, the viewers, in Hampton Roads, the Outer Banks, and Northeast North Carolina, the absolute best high school football coverage.
Yeah, countless individuals over the years have contributed to that coverage in so many different ways. It's really impossible to name them all. But if you've ever wondered how it all comes together behind the scenes each week here on the show, I wanted to take some time and show you.
To the house on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Just like the pride players, coaches, and communities take in their respective teams, behind the scenes in the world of television, we take pride in the work that it takes to highlight high school football. And since the fall of 2000, we've shown you the most unique vantage point for highlights that you'll see anywhere with Chopper 10.
I'm a retired military naval aviator, and I'm a retired Virginia Beach Police airborne law enforcement officer.
Meet Scott Abbott, the man responsible for the chopper in the air.
And I fly between 800 and 1,000 feet for these games. When Chris will zoom in on the field, he'll tell me, okay, hey, Scotty, they're getting done. They're getting ready to bring the teams on the field. I get into that position, and I just set my orbit up. And it's just a racetrack orbit. That's all it is.
And you have to take the joystick and point it in the opposite direction. So you're having to manage that, and also if there are any trees getting in the way. I remember being in the stands of the Bruin Crazies in Western Branch, 2014, 2015, and looking up, and I remember seeing the chopper up there and remembering like, oh, that's such a cool thing to be a part of. And I, never would have thought I'd actually end up there.
But before the chopper even gets in the air, decisions are made on the ground. The process of choosing games and sending out photographers is up to the show's producer.
Our hope is to get 14 games every week, which is a lot. Obviously, some of your bigger schools, the ones that are more competitive, they're going to get on probably a little more than some of the other smaller schools that are in the fringe area. But we want everybody in the area to at least have some sort of showcase on Friday Night Flights at some point.
It's also Brian's job to be in constant communication with the photographers on the ground as they try to capture the best highlights possible from the sidelines.
Repetition and luck, because you got to follow the ball. And there's a lot of play action, which I get thrown off all the time on play action. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I'm like, oh, there he is over there. And then there's a touchdown.
And occasionally, there's a play that could be dangerous when looking through the lens of a camera. The final piece of the show happens in the control room. Director Justin Ravenscroft presses the buttons to make sure the graphics, audio, and video transitions are nice and smooth.
Welcome into Friday Night Flights.
A lot of moving parts, but well worth it in the end.
Shout out to Chris Omahan, too, who was our Chopper 10 pilot for a long time, recently took a different position. Appreciate him for that, and appreciate everyone behind the scenes. Yeah. We appreciate you, the viewers. Big time, James. First Friday Night Flights season in Hampton Roads.
Absolutely loved it.
Big time for you this year?
The people, the show, the players. I can't wait for next season.
Yeah, and we got high school football.
We got more.
We got state semifinals and we got state championships, but we just don't present it in the same way as we do as Friday Night Flights. We'll just show you on the Sports Wrap. Appreciate you for all watching. Shout out to everyone that said hi. Shout out to kickers. Shout out to all the guys making plays on Friday Night Flights. We hope you'd enjoyed this coverage all week or all year. I'm Craig Loper. He's James Catato. Have a great night, everyone.
What you say?